This is Fitness Blender's speed training workout with bands. In this routine, we're going to be doing a quick interval of 4 speed training exercises, 15 seconds with bands and 20 seconds without. We're going to be going through 2 times each round. Now we're going to be using bands for this one, but you don't necessarily have to. So let's go ahead and start with the first one, wall sprints. If you've got those bands, go ahead and attach them up. Get into place. And start. Drive those knees as hard as you possibly can, shoving them up as high as possible, moving those legs as quickly as you possibly can, working against the resistance of those bands. We've only got a few seconds left. Keep pushing through it. Keep those lungs open, breathing as evenly as you possibly can. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands off. We're going to get ready for that 20-second round. Your rest is just as long as it takes you to get those bands set up. Go ahead and get back in position and start. Get those knees moving again really nice and quick. Without these bands, you should be able to move much, much faster, maybe even get a little bit more range of motion out of it. Since we're going a little bit longer on this one, you're going to get a little bit more tired, but keep pushing through it as hard as you can. Try to keep those feet moving as quickly as possible with as much range of motion as you can. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and reset those bands. We got one more set of each with and without. All right, go ahead and move back into position up against that wall and start. Drive those knees nice and high. Get those feet moving as quickly as possible. Really work against the resistance of that band, trying to get as much range of motion out of this as possible at the same time as moving as quickly as possible. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands back off again. We got one more round without the bands. All right, now that you got those bands back off, go ahead and get back in position and start. Drive those knees. We got a full 20 seconds on this one. Again, as fast as you possibly can. You're really trying to work on getting to that lactic acid threshold, trying to get to that aerobic threshold, the point where those legs are just completely giving out on you, those lungs are giving out on you, you can't breathe quickly enough to keep up, and those legs just don't have enough time to recover. Almost done, and let it relax. All right, we're going to switch up to the next exercise. Go ahead and get those bands back on. We're going to be doing power skips to a lunge. All right, now that you have those bands back on, we're going to start with that left leg planted on the ground, driving that right knee first. And start it up. Drive that knee up and then extend it right back out behind you, down into that lunge, dropping down to touch the ground with that right hand before you come right back up into that lunge motion, driving that right knee and that left hand up. You want to try to get as much range of motion on that leg as you can and height. All right, go ahead and let it relax. We're going to do the same exact thing, same leg, but without those bands. So go ahead and take those bands off and get ready for the next round. All right, again, standing on that left leg, driving that right knee, start them up. Get that knee up there nice and high. You don't have any resistance against it this time, so really try to drive it up, get a lot of range of motion. I know those legs are really nice and tired by this point, but keep pushing through it. We're going to switch legs after this one. Almost done, just about 5 seconds left. Keep driving it. And let it relax. All right, shake those legs out, let them rest for just a second. Go ahead and get those bands back on. We're going to start over again, this time with that right leg planted and that left leg doing the motion. All right, go ahead and get ready to start driving with that left leg first. And start it up. Drive that left knee up. Kick that left leg back behind you to that full lunge, dropping down with that left hand down to that right foot, then come right back up again, driving that left knee up as high as you can. Just keep it going as hard as possible. We're almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands off. We're going to do the same thing again, but this time without those bands. All right, now that you got those bands off, go ahead and get yourself set up again. Drive that left knee first. And start it. 20 seconds this time without those bands. Driving that knee. Try to go a little bit faster. Try to get a little bit harder jump. Try to drive that knee up a little bit more. Just keep it going. Nice, solid, fluid motion. I know those legs are completely dead. They're really, really tired, but keep pushing through it. Just try to keep that form as clean as you can. Just a few seconds left. And let it relax. All right, good job. That's 2 down. We got 2 more exercises to go. Our next one is going to be lateral jumps, so go ahead and connect those bands back up and get ready. All right, now that you have those bands hooked up, go ahead and stand up, get ready for that lateral jump, and start it. Nice and low, trying to go as wide as possible every single time. Really work against the resistance of that band, trying to push yourself as hard as possible every single time. You got a few seconds left, just keep going. Nice wide jump, and let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands off. We're going to do the same exact thing, this time without those bands. All right, now that you have those bands off, let's go ahead and get ready for that regular lateral jump. And start it up. Nice and low, nice and wide, trying to move as quickly as possible. Really stretch those legs, trying to get as much range of motion out of them as you possibly can, pushing as hard as you possibly can every single jump. And we're almost done, just a few seconds left. And let it relax. All right, good job. Get those bands back on. We got 1 more round of each. All right, this is our last round of this exercise with those bands on. Go ahead and get ready. And start them up. Nice and low, nice and wide, really pushing against the resistance of that band. I know those legs are almost dead, but just keep pushing through it as hard as you possibly can for every single jump. Just a few seconds left. And let it relax. All right, good job. Go ahead and take those bands back off. We got 1 more round of the regular lateral jumps. All right, now that you got those bands out of the way, let's get ready for that last round of those lateral jumps. And start them up. Nice and low, keep them wide. I know those legs are tired and they're not wanting to do this, but try to push that range of motion as best you can and try to move as quickly as possible. We're halfway through, just keep it going. Just 5 seconds left, keep nice and quick. Try to keep as low as you can, we're almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and stand back up. Take a short breather. We're going to be moving to the knee up and outs next. Go ahead and put those bands back on and get ready for that first round. All right, now that you got those bands back on, go ahead and get ready for that first round. And start up. Drive that knee straight up in front of your body and then out to the side as wide as you can, moving as quickly as possible and trying to get that knee up as high as you can. Just keep alternating back and forth as quick as you can. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands back off. We're going to do another round, same leg, this time 20 seconds. All right, go ahead and get ready for that next round. Remember, use the same exact leg as you did last time. And start up. Quick motions, driving that knee straight up in front of your hip and then out to the side as quick as you possibly can, trying to get that knee as high as you can every single time. Try to really push yourself on this. You want to be dead by the time you're done. This is the last round on this leg. 5 seconds left. Keep pushing through it. And let it relax. All right, good job. Shake those legs out for just a second. Go and strap those bands back on. Got 1 more round, this time with that opposite leg. All right, remember we're using the opposite leg you did last time. And start it up. Drive that knee straight up in front of that body, really nice and quick, then out to the side as wide as you possibly can. Just keep alternating it back and forth. Nice quick motions, driving that knee up as high as possible every single time with as much force as you can. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, go ahead and take those bands off. We just have 1 more round to go without those bands, and then we're done. All right, now that you got those bands out of the way, let's go ahead and get ready for that last round. Remember, using the same leg as you did last time. And start it up. Drive that knee straight up in front of your body, then out to the side as quickly as you possibly can, putting as much force into it as possible. You want to really push yourself on this one. This is your last leg on the last round of this routine. We're almost done. Have just a few seconds left. Keep driving through it. Really push that leg. Make sure those legs are completely dead by the time you're done. And relax. All right, good job. This workout is complete. You've just finished Fitness Blender's speed training with bands.